city centers, traffic jams, and high rates of poverty.
Average person is losing around 2.2 years of life expectancy.
The International Energy Agency has now raised concerns over the rise in global greenhouse gas emissions.
Worries about overpopulation are back.
We need to address much more aggressively the population part of the equation.
The world's population is constantly increasing. To accommodate everyone, we need to build modern and sustainable cities. For all of us to survive and prosper, we need new, intelligent urban planning that creates safe, affordable, and resilient cities with green and culturally inspiring living conditions. The reason why sustainable cities are important is because their goal is to ensure safe and affordable housing, public transportation, and public green spaces. To shed light to the issues regarding sustainable cities and communities, the United Nations includes in its blueprint of their Sustainable Development Goals plans to develop and enhance economical, political, and social systems in cities and communities. More specifically, this certain goal is called SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities. Here's SDG 11 in a nutshell. It is the official mission of the United Nations to make cities inclusive, safe, and sustainable. This goal comprises of 7 outcome targets, namely, safe and affordable housing, sustainable transport systems, inclusive and sustainable urbanization, protection of the world's cultural heritage, reduction of adverse effects of natural disasters, reduction of environmental impacts of cities, and lastly, to provide access to safe and inclusive green and public spaces. Although many cities have already implemented sustainability efforts to achieve the criteria of SDG 11, like London, Dubai, and New York City, what are the things we can do to achieve these goals as normal citizens? Although Sustainable Development Goal 11 is focused on government action, there can also be an initiative from the community, individual citizens, and community leaders. Some examples of this would be to fix up local parks, hosting a cleanup drive, and community composting programs to improve green spaces. The citizens of the community can take small steps in their neighborhoods to support the sustainable city goals. Moreover, why is there a need for sustainable cities? Firstly, more than half of the world's population lives in cities. It also contributes to over 60% of the global GDP. Second, over 2/3 of the global energy consumption can be attributed to cities. Third, sustainable cities helps with the reduction of disaster risks through efficient urban planning. Fourth, the improvement of housing, transport, and basic services for all will help address inequalities. And lastly, the use of resources sustainably will help confront pollution. With all this said, it is important to remember that it is never too late to take small steps and initiatives in achieving a sustainable way of life. Through small and collective efforts, our communities and cities could slowly build a better and brighter future.